reaction to the judge's order that schools must have single-sex toilets?
Well, obviously there's detail in the decision of the Court of Session yesterday that the government will consider. It's obviously an action that involves Scottish Borders Council, it's not an action that involves the government, but it's important that all regulatory issues are properly followed by all public bodies, and the government will look at the judgment and come to its conclusions on that.
A few weeks ago you met some of the Forum Scotland women outside an SNP meeting and said that you would meet with them once the Supreme Court ruling had come down. Have you organised that yet? And when you do meet with them, do you think you will be able to apologise to them privately in a way you feel you haven't been able to do publicly?
Well, I've set out my position on the response to the Supreme Court, and I will meet with Forum Scotland. I gave that commitment to you, so I've not made the arrangements yet.
But your response so far has been fairly, robotic on one level.
I don't think that's a particularly appropriate.
It's been very formulaic. You say you accept the court judgment. You say you're going to work with the EHRC. You say you're going to produce new guidance. That is the minimum. You can see. People are looking to you to say something more, to say something from the heart, to say sorry to those women who went through hell and who felt hard done by, and who felt your government parted company with a large slice of the electorate.
Well, I think my first answer to Russell Finlay today gave a comprehensive response from me to the issues that are raised by the Supreme Court ruling, and I think that sets out with clarity the government's response as the Social Justice Secretary did on Tuesday, and that's the substance of my and the government's
It's just
response.
boilerplate.
It's
Why
exactly.
can't you say sorry to people who deserve an apology?
It's exactly the response that I'm going to do.
Okay, John,
thanks
is this
so much.
going to cost the public sector and some private sector employees many millions of pounds? When, for example, you look at what happened with the decision in the Court of Session yesterday, whether it be in the health service, the education service, and workplaces, has the government made any attempt to actually estimate that?
Well, we obviously have to. I suppose that's part of the response that I've been given, that we have to consider carefully the implications of the Supreme Court judgment. But if you take, for example, the issue of single-sex spaces, well, the provision has been clearly made for that within the existing statute. So that should all be addressed by the following of the existing statute for the reasons that I've set out about the importance of the rule of law. So that's the approach the government will take. Okay, thank you all very much. Thank you.